Truth or fake? And we're joined by Catalina Marchand Abreu. Catalina, you're taking us back to our top story this evening, and viral videos claiming to show Vladimir Putin's reaction to President Joe Biden's authorization of Ukraine to use American-supplied missiles in Russia. Tell us more about that.
That's right, Sharon. Following U.S. President Joe Biden's decision to allow Ukraine to strike Russia with long-range U.S. missiles to help defend its forces in the Kursk region of Russia, in response, several users on social media are sharing videos claiming to feature statements made by Russian President Vladimir Putin directly responding to Biden's announcement. So here, let's take a look at this first claim that was seen over 7 million times on X, where this user says, breaking, Vladimir Putin just announced to use nuclear weapons if a mass missile is launched towards Russia or when these weapons cross into Russian territory.
Considered as their joint attack on Russia. Russia will also consider.
So here's the soundbite that they upload, where that is translated into English. It is from Russia Today, where Putin is saying that Russia reserves the right to resort to nuclear weapons if faced with said threat. In case of aggression, he says, and if the enemy poses a critical threat. Then we came across the second claim, where users say Putin says Russia now officially at war with NATO after Biden announces plans to deliver nuclear-capable missiles to Ukraine. So here we have the soundbite that they add into this claim. We'll fast forward it to the moment where President Putin allegedly says that this decision will mean that towards the end, to this response with the journalist, he says, and I quote, this would mean that NATO countries, the United States, European countries are at war with Russia.
So what have you been able to determine about all of these videos, Catalan? Are they even recent?
Well, Sharon, by conducting a reverse image search, you can easily find that these videos are actually not recent and were not made in direct response to Biden's recent decision. So these videos that we see on X are actually missing context. Let's begin with the first claim, where Putin allegedly says that he will reserve the right to use nuclear weapons. This RT report is almost 2 months old and includes a clip from the Russian Federation Security Council conference on nuclear deterrence that took place in September 2024. At this meeting, the decision was made to change the existing Russian doctrine on the use of nuclear weapons. When it comes to the claim that Putin allegedly replied to Biden, saying that Russia is now at war with NATO, this video actually also dates back to September 2024, September 12th actually, when Putin commented on the possible decision by Western states to allow Ukraine to use longer range weapons. So even though these comments are not a direct response to President Biden's recent decision, this was indeed a warning from Putin to NATO allies back in September, just like his nuclear warning that he made back in September if Russia was struck with conventional missiles, two events that we've seen taking place this week.
Now, Putin did sign a decree, though, this Tuesday, a revised version of Russia's nuclear doctrine. Tell us about that.
That's right. On Tuesday this week, Putin signed a decree that broadens the scope of when Russia can use nuclear weapons. This comes in just 2 days after President Biden's recent decision, sending out a clear message to NATO, the West, and Ukraine. This new doctrine would effectively lower the bar and enable Moscow to use its atomic arsenal in response to even a conventional attack. So this could possibly include the use of U.S. Supplied missiles by Ukraine to hit Russian territory, which Moscow already says happened on Tuesday when 6 missiles hit the Bryansk region. However, contrary to the videos that we just debunked, there has been no official reaction from Putin since Biden's decision. Nevertheless, so far, the Russian Ministry of Foreign Ministry, as well as the Kremlin's spokesperson, do refer to these comments made by Putin back in September, which we've analyzed in response to Biden, which were also warnings that Russia says would trigger a significant new round of escalation in this war between Russia and Ukraine. Sharon.
Catalina, thanks so much for taking us through all of that. Catalina Marchand Abreu, today's Truth or Fake. Well, that is it from us for now. Do stay with us, though. We'll be right back with more world news.
What do poor